What's up, YouTube? Long time no see. It's your boy JB, and I'm here tonight with the review for American Horror Story 1984, Season 9, Episode 7. And the title, what the hell was this episode title? It'll be in the description bar. I actually didn't write down what the name of the episode was titled, but it'll be in the description bar below. But it'll also be in the video, so it'll probably be in the bottom part of this video. But without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and just jump into tonight's episode. It was a good one, so let's talk about it. All right, you guys, so this episode was interesting how it opened up, because it opened up in 1948 at Camp Golden Star. And I'm like, but this looks like Camp Redwood. So we see a boy named Bobby and his brother, and they're at the camp with their mom who's working there for the summer, and the mama don't seem too happy about working there. And this scene, because I was really confused because we didn't really know who the other kid was, but I had a sneaky feeling that I knew who the other kid was. I actually thought that the little one, I thought that might have been, Jingles, and then the big one might have been like an older brother or something. But I think I might have been wrong, and we'll talk about that in just a little. We'll talk about that once we get to the current day. But this scene right here, it was kind of reminiscent of Friday the 13th, if you guys know the original Friday the 13th, with Jason Voorhees' mom in it. Where she went to the camp and she killed all the camp directors. Because, in the original one, Jason died because he couldn't swim, and the camp counselors were having sex. Now, they did a little spin on this one. The camp counselors still were having sex while the kids were playing in the water, but Bobby could swim. And, the big brother told him, just sit right here, and I'll be right back. So he did that, and like I said, little brother Bobby was in the water. And there was a boat and a person. I'm like, why didn't y'all look to see if there might have been somebody in the water? Like there are kids running around, and you're going to start this shit up and move and start trying to, row the boat, and you kill the kid. I'm like, God damn. And then you just see his blood just, I'm like, oh shit. And the mama was pissed off. I'm like, oh, okay. I see what's going to happen. Mama going to go crazy like Mrs. Voorhees did and kill the camp counselors and everybody in the wake, which that is exactly what happened. So that's pretty much it for 1948. Now, we'll talk about 1948 again in the episode, but that's it for right now. So let's move into the current day. All right, so for the current day, we see Donna. So she's taking Brooke to a hotel room to kind of nurse Brooke back to health. So what happened was, she switched out the lethal injection, the last one that was going to go into Brooke to kill her. She switched that out with something that kind of mimics it, kind of relaxes her muscles, makes it, relaxes her muscles, stops her breathing, and then, it makes it appear that she's dead. So, then, we saw her like she was just nursing her back. She was, she was telling Brooke to eat. What else? Brooke was having nightmares, and she was just, comforting Brooke. So then once Brooke was getting back to good health, Brooke, Donna came in with some food, some Jack in the Box. And not Donna, but Brooke asked Donna, why are you doing this? Because she pinned up against the wall with the IV stuck to her eye. I'm like, what are you going to do with this IV bag? Stick it in her eye? I guess so. So she asked her why she's doing this. And Donna was like, I'm doing this because I want to make up for what I did. She like, when I die, I want to go to heaven, and I want to have good on me when I die. So then we see Brooke and Donna. So they go skating, and they're having a good time. And then there's this guy by the name of Bruce that comes up to him. And, he's talking about how he heard him talking about going to Camp Redwood because, Brooke wants to go to Camp Redwood after she found out that Margaret is having that, what is it? The concert. And she was like, Donna was like, I don't know about that. Like, you need to, I got the guy who can get you a passport. You can have a new life. She's like, no, I want to watch that bitch suffer. So then Bruce heard them talking about going to Camp Redwood. He was like, oh, so you guys are heading to Camp Redwood. Well, I need to ride that way because I'm going to go see my girlfriend. And they were like, brother, we don't know you. So, no, I don't let strangers in my car. So then we do see Donna and we see Brooke. So they're trying to start the car up. And when they try to start the car up, we want to start it up. So then who comes out to save the day? Bruce. And so he was getting ready to walk away. And Donna was like, you know what? How about you hop in and we give you a ride? He was like, what about your stranger rules? She said, well, any man that's been under my hood is no longer a stranger to me. So then as they're leaving, there's a flyer, a poster flyer on, like the utility poles that has missing women. And I'm like, oh, shit. He's a psycho. So, as they're driving down the highway, they're like, do you know what exit it is that we need to get off to go to your girlfriend? He was like, yeah, it's like 2 or 3 exits away. I don't know when I see her. And then they were like, why, Brooke was like, why come your girlfriend didn't just come get you? He was like, oh, she didn't want to, come get me because of this and this and that. And then he starts telling them, I think it's the Mile High Gang. The gang that if they drive on the street with their head at night, they drive on the street with their headlights off. And if you flash your headlights at them, they'll make a U-turn and come up behind you and flash, blind you and run you off the road to kill you. And they're like, what the hell? Why are you telling us about this? So, they pull up and like, you got to get the hell out. So then as they told him that, a cop pulled up behind them. And the cop got out and he was like, he asked him some questions. And, they were like, we just met this man right here. And he's like, do y'all know about the women that are missing? So then Bruce has his gun and boom, shoots the cop, and Donna and Brooke, they hightail it out of there. So then, the cop is trying to get to his car, and here comes Bruce, boom, and kills him. I'm like, damn, ain't got no kind of self-respect, ain't got no kind of respect for human life. God, dog. Like, are you serious? That was brutal, my dude. That was brutal. All right, so let's go to Camp Redwood. So at Camp Redwood, we see that young guy that was, pretending to be Jingles in 1984, that Jingles let get away when he was taking a piss. Jingles like, wait a minute, I saw you before. Why do you still have that same jacket on? He says, because I'm dead. And then the 2 guys that Jingles killed in 1984, they come out and jump him. And he, the fat boy is like, Montana told us not to kill anybody before, Margaret's concert. So then, we see the other counselors, and they all have Jingles, and they're like, Montana's like, why would you come back? He was like, I'm here to kill Richard Ramirez. And she's like, I saw you kill Richard, so what are you talking about? He says, yes, I did, but he has the devil on his side. And then they say, they tell what's going on. So what they want to do is they want to kill everybody that comes to Margaret's concert. So that way, every Ghostbuster, every person who, think they can have a connection to the spirit world can come there to figure out why they're still there and how they can get to cross over. So then they're also talking about how this woman in a white nightgown has been terrorizing him. And he says, oh my God, that is my mother. And he says, this happened back when the camp went by a different name, and the name was Camp Golden Star. And then, he tells a story about what happened with his brother. And then we also see that, similar to what Margaret did, his mom went on a rampage and killed everybody in the camp. And then, she tried to kill him, but then Jingles ended up killing his mother. I'm like, well, God. Okay. So then, Benjamin asked, like, so where's my mother at? And they were like, Xavier can take you. He's like, wait a minute, why can't Chet take you? He's like, I've already tried to escape from that woman once. Not going to happen again. So then Xavier does take him there. So then, he does see his mother. And he asks her, so is my brother here? And, she said she looked for him, but she never ever found him. And, she's talking about how she's tried to kill herself multiple times there, but she just keep being reincarnated. And then, she said she also saw him. She also saw him, when he was there with Margaret. And, he tells her, he needs to stop Richard. And she says, oh, no, you can't do that. Because what his mama wants to do is pay him back for what happened to her son. I'm like, girl, you holding on to something that happened in 1948 and you're dead? Okay. All right, so then we see, Donna and Brooke. They are on the road, and then out of nowhere, Bruce crazy ass just comes up behind them and rams the shit out of them. And they, he pushed him into another car, and that man get out like, hey, man, what's up? And Bruce just shoots the man. I'm like, well, damn. So then we notice that we see that, Bruce has kidnapped, actually, he's kidnapped and stole that man's truck with Brooke in there. So Brooke comes to and he has a shotgun to her. And he was like, so you got a choice, boo. Either you drive this car and kill your friend, or I kill you. Because he had Donna tied up to the back of the car. So she's gonna have to drag her. So, she's like, okay, I'm gonna kill the bitch. So then, she notices that he has a gun right here, and she's like, oh, I'm like, she kept looking at the gun. I'm like, dude, do you not see her looking at your gun? Like, are you that stupid? So Brooke throws a car in reverse, and Donna ducks back so that she doesn't get hit. And then Brooke shoots him. Well, she shoots him in the crotch area, and then she gets out and she fights him, and then Donna chokes him. She's like, I'm gonna choke this motherfucker out, and Brooke was like, don't do that. Let's not do that. I got a better idea. She had a better idea, all right. So then at Camp Redwood, we see Margaret. So Margaret is upset about how the camp looks, and then her assistant's like, well, girl, you didn't give me much notice, so what do you expect me to do? And then as the act get, the main attraction, the act gets off, Trevor looks across the street and he notices there is Montana. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then he goes and follows Montana, and they get busy I'm like, you having sex with a ghost? Ew. So so Donna and Montana, they leave Bruce tied up, and they cut his thumbs off so he can't hitchhike at this point. And they're heading to Camp Redwood. So then we also see that Richard is at Camp Redwood, and he kills his idol. I'm like, wait a minute, but that's your idol, but you killed him. And then Margaret's assistant finds their tour bus, and everybody on there is dead. And I'm like, ooh. And then lastly, we see Benjamin. So he's on the dock, and his mom is like, you shouldn't be here. You don't have the right to be here. My son died here because of you. And then, he's talking about how he needs to kill Richard. And, she tells him that if Richard kills him, if Richard is able to kill him because he made that deal with the devil, he won't be able to come back. But if he kills himself, he'll be able to come back. He'll be walking among the rest of them there, and he'll be able to come back. And that's what Benjamin did. Benjamin killed himself. I'm like, oh, okay. Interesting. That was an interesting episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the episode. So be sure to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button, and I will see you guys later.